All right, this week's topic is dealing with like when, where, how you were born, and it was my idea because I know hands down my story will beat anybody's story. I guarantee it. All right, hear me out. March 28th, 1984 in Waterford, Connecticut, this guy right here, this guy was born. In the middle of the night, in a blizzard, and it was just a crazy set of circumstances, all right? I'm just going to come out and say it right now. I was born in a toilet. True story. And I have never met anybody. In all my life, I have never met anybody who was born in a toilet. And, of course, it wasn't on purpose. My parents weren't like, ha, 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 oh my God, let's have a child in the toilet. It'll be funny. No, it was a fucking accident, all right? I was born 3.5 months early, and, it just happened. And it so happened to happen in a toilet, all right? I mean, it's not my fault. I didn't choose to be born in the shitter, It just happened. And like I say, being born 3.5 months early, I was tiny. I weighed 1 pound and 14 ounces. And, it was rough stuff. I mean, born in the middle of a blizzard, no helicopters wanted to come get me. Yale, they talked about Yale coming to get me, but they didn't want to use their helicopter. So I got transported to the University of Connecticut Neonatal Center, all right? And I stayed in there for about 3.5, 4 months because I was a fucking mess, dude. I had 5 layers of skin. You could see every vein in my body, every bone in my body. You could just basically see right through me. I fit in the palm of your hand. I mean, I was just barely 13 inches long. It was rough. I didn't have eyelids. I didn't have fingernails. I didn't even have nipples. But it's all right, guys. It's all right. I got nipples now. What? I couldn't eat on my own. I had feeding tubes going up my nose and down my throat. I couldn't breathe on my own. I was in a respirator, I was in the room with all the other little preemie babies, and apparently it was full of crackhead babies just dying off all around me, left and right, dead baby city. But not this guy right here. I survived. And I'm pretty much, I guess, like a fucking miracle, because the doctors were saying if I survived, I had a 3% chance of living. If I survived, I was going to be blind. I was going to be retarded. I was going to be in a wheelchair, No, sir, not at all. Check this out, right? I defied the odds, and I guess I'm proud of it, except for the whole being born in a toilet part of the situation. I'm pretty proud of the rest of it. I mean, little tiny dude. You know how they ink up babies' feet? Well, they inked up mine, and both of my feet put together were smaller than a quarter. All right? I mean, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. I don't have the pictures to prove it because my mom has them sons of bitches under lock and key. But, it's a true story, man. And, yeah. Oh, side note, I was reading a study one time, and it said, on average, to raise a kid from a baby to 18 cost roughly $300,000. Well, I was in the hospital for about 3.5 months, and it racked up a bill of $380,000. So I'm very expensive and extremely lucky because a lot of kids who are born that early don't come out looking this good and being able to function legitimately in society without major behavioral and mental problems. So I'm proud of that, you know what I'm saying? Could have been a lot worse, but it's not. Yeah, that's it. That's why my story kicks the most ass. And, oh yeah, talk about being in the hospital real quick. Being in the hospital for so long. I was born March 28th. And then Mother's Day, which is May 10th, that was like the first time anybody got to pick me up and hold me. Because I had just gained, like reached 2 pounds. It took me from March 28th to May 10th to go from 1 pound 14 ounces to 2 pounds. So it took me all that time to gain 2 ounces. And according to my mom, it is the best Mother's Day gift ever. That's right, guys. I am the best Mother's Day gift ever. And I'm out. Peace!